Welcome to my video on all 2021 LEGO Star Wars sets ranked. In this video I'll be going through all the 2021 sets. We had a January, April, March and Summer Wave, as well as a couple other sets thrown in around there. Do you enjoy this video? Please subscribe because I'll be doing more like this in the future. And another video I'd recommend watching if you like this one is all the minifigures ranked. So starting off in 25th, this is a poly bag. There's a bunch of like minifigure poly bags that came from magazines that I didn't bother including. So this is in 25th, not really much to say about it. In 24th we have another promotion, and this was with the R2D2 for the May the 4th promotion. It wasn't that bad a set, it's just not really going to be, doesn't really count as a set. And then last of the promotions is the Luke's lightsaber. No really good images of this. It's like a really low quality image. It's a nice lightsaber. It's just kind of, the promotions weren't going to get highly rated. So in 22nd, we have the Advent Calendar. It isn't terrible Advent Calendar, but the sets mainly for this year are very good. I'll talk a bit more about that at the end. But it was £25 or €30, but $40, which is weird because normally the euros and dollars prices are the same. So it's kind of weird that they upped the price for the American. Anyway, alright, but not the greatest. Next is the junior one, and it's really not good value. Its the price per piece is 30 pence or 33.3 cents, so that is fairly bad value when it comes to price per piece, albeit not really meant to be because it's a junior set, but junior sets don't really look that good. Anyway. Microfighter, Millennium Falcon, 101 pieces, 75295, £9, $10. Han Solo minifigure was nice. It was a good Microfighter, just we've seen it before in 2017. It's the only main difference would have been Chewbacca. Slightly different. Good Microfighter, just too similar to the previous version. 19th, we have the AT-AT versus Tauntaun Microfighters. 205 pieces, Luke Skywalker, AT-AT driver, £18, $20. I really like the Tauntaun. It looks very cute, has the dewback as well, that kind of style. Minifigures are really quite good for the set. And then the AT-AT is kind of similar to the previous one, I think it was on 2015, but it's still quite nice. I do think the minifigures are one of the better features of the set. And yeah, very good for the price. And the dual ones are pretty nice. Because the weird thing is with the previous one, there's normally a competitive Microfighter where there wasn't, whereas this you get them two in one set. 18th we have the Darth Vader helmet. It's a nice set. I just didn't think it looked that great compared to some of the other helmets, and it just my least favourite lot because it didn't look brilliant. The sides don't look very nice, but the middle and front look good. And the price was very good for $70 or £60 with 834 pieces. Next we have the Probe Droid, which was a good set. The grey actually looks really nice. I don't really like Probe Droids though, which is why it's lowly ranked, but 75306 and 683 pieces. And it is still good value, like a lot of these ones are, for the price per piece this year. It's quite impressive by LEGO. Next we have the Darth Vader Meditation Chamber. This one, widely regarded as overpriced, £60, $70. And for the size of the thing, I can see why. It just doesn't look like a $70 LEGO set. Anyway, 75296, 663 pieces. Don't really know where those pieces went. Next, 75305, Scout Trooper helmet. My favourite of the helmets is really nice. I do like Scout Trooper helmets a lot, like the normal ones. And it is a really nice display piece. It's just the piece count is a bit low, 471, but the price is matching it. And I do really like this helmet. It's just this year's been a very good year for LEGO. Next we have Trouble on Tatooine, 75299, 276 pieces, pretty good. Minifigures are all pretty good as well. The Child, the Mandalorian, Tusken Raider, and the campsite, the Ballista I think it's called, is really nice as a speeder bike. Do own the set and is really good. I think it just maybe doesn't match up to the standard of some of the later ones. And it's £28 for 276 pieces or $30. So slightly off the price per piece part, but doesn't really matter in my opinion. 13th we have the Imperial Light Cruiser, 1,336 pieces. This set really just missed the mark. It was 150 quid, $160. It's very expensive. The minifigures were alright. Fennec, and I didn't like Moff Gideon, but it was popular. And then you have your Dark Trooper, or like your exclusive ones. But yeah, Fennec minifigure is really good, but I would say like for the price, it just kind of got missed out. Like I haven't actually seen like any news on this set, like not really the highest regarded set. And I also think its minifigures were kind of a disappointment. But also, like, the Fennec one and the Dark Trooper one are rumoured to be in another set. So the only exclusive minifigure is really going to end up being Moff Gideon, unless they put him in, like, a Moff Gideon's TIE Fighter, which is quite possible. On 12th, we have the 75310 Dual Mandalore, 147 pieces, and £18 or $20. It's just the size of the thing. It's fairly tiny. The minifigures are good. That's kind of the main selling point of this set. And yeah, stickers, quite a few of those, so like that panel there, the siding, and like the orange bit behind the throne, all stickers, which isn't very nice, but still is a very good set, albeit a bit pricey. Next is the 75300 Imperial TIE Fighter, has 432 pieces, £35 or $40. This was one of the like mini scale, not mini, midi scale I'd call it. It's not the full scale TIE Fighter, cheaper, a more affordable set, and it works. I really like this midi scale kind of idea. It works really well. It's at a better price point because like 35, 40 for this size of the set works really well, instead of for like a TIE Fighter 60 would have been like the previous price tag. And yeah, TIE Pilot and a Stormtrooper and your droid, not bad minifigures. It's just kind of the way they managed to fit it in at a really nice price point, and I'm planning on doing another video on this kind of scale. Next is the R2-D2. It's really good, it's just not as good as the rest of them, so it's in 10th, £180, $200. It's just really clean. The stud, there's barely any studs. It looks so, like, it just looks really nice. Brilliant display piece. It's very clean, and like it just looks really nice with the bright white and grey, that kind of colour scheme. The blue makes the blue and gold bits really stand out. The Armourer's Mandalorian Forge. This is one that I think works as a playset, also mildly as a display. Not much so, but like the furnace looks really nice, and I'm sure you could set it up as one. And the minifigures, it's a really nice way to get the Mandalorian for 28 quid or $30, as well as the Armourer and Paz Vizsla. So they're all not the most iconic minifigures, but ones that you might recognise. But I really like the blue fire. It looks really nice. The Beskar bits, the helmet, like your spare non-printed helmet, I really like that. I don't really know why, but it is a very nice set, and one that I think LEGO did very well. The UCS Republic Gunship, very popular, 75309, 3,292 pieces. I'm not the biggest fan of this set, but considering it got voted in over a few other ones, and it is really good, it just, some angles of the set don't look good, and then for 330 quid, 350, you'd want it to be pretty much perfect. Another big letdown, the minifigures. Like, really, a clone Commander and Mace Windu, Commander Cody would have been really popular, and I think something LEGO really should have done. Next, we have Luke Skywalker's X-Wing 75301, 474 pieces, £45, $50. Works really well against the TIE Fighter. It's a really nice, like, two-set thing. Both at a really nice price point. Like, the previous one of these was 90 quid. That was ridiculous price. I don't think the minifigures in that one were nice, but that was ridiculous. Like, it's an X-Wing. This is half that. Anyway, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, General Jordana, really nice minifigures. They're all kind of exclusive, and it does this the idea that they've got like versus works really well, because that sells well for like a kid when you can fly one against one, and that works really well. Next is the Imperial Armored Marauder. So in my in-depth video on this, I really didn't like the set. My opinion has changed. I now quite like it. The minifigures have like dragged it up, as well as, albeit the dark grey doesn't look good, it does have its kind of own style or look to it that I can appreciate where I didn't before, and it is really nice. The stud shooters, it's a really nice playset, not much display, but it is still pretty good and one I hope to get. Next is fifth, the Imperial Shuttle, 660 pieces, $70 and pounds. Very good set in my opinion. The stud shooters are nicely hidden. It's really nice for display, also quite good for play. The interior fits all 3 minifigures, maybe slightly disappointing to only get 3 minifigures, but it looks really nice. One thing I appreciate about it, it looks really nice landed and up in the air. The only problem is below the cockpit, there's like an extra beam there, which isn't really necessary. I'll probably do a mod video to remove that. Subscribe if you don't want to miss that. Anyway, in fourth, we have Boba Fett Starship, or the Slave One. Couldn't name it the Slave One though. Meh. Boba Fett, the Mandalorian. So the minifigures really work well for this set. Like, for the price, £45 or $50, and like the minifigures do work really well with it. The Boba Fett looks really nice, as does Mandalorian, but the Boba Fett got a bit of criticism because the helmet was like the wrong colour, because his torso, like chest plate, should be the same colour as that, and I can understand that. But it is still a really cool minifigure, and arm printing looks really nice as well. So next we have the UCS AT-AT, £699, which is nice. They actually brought the price down from $750, and then $800. Big expensive set, but well worth it in my opinion. 6,785 pieces, very impressive. And yeah, it's just massive, really nice. And something else that was very unexpected was the full interior. Space for all your minifigures and plenty more. I think it was like 36 minifigures for speeder bikes, a few actually. And space at the front for your pilots. In second, we have the Bad Batch attack shuttle. The colour was criticised, but it wouldn't have looked as good in dark grey in my opinion. It just, albeit there are dark grey elements and light grey elements but dotted through it to kind of make that up, it is really good, and the minifigures are brilliant. You get the full Bad Batch crosshair and a droid, well, gung droid, but you actually see it's in like a random, well, it is kind of a random edition, but the minifigures are all really nice. And I think something that kind of appreciated more is, albeit the minifigures are kind of off because they're all like clone helmets, the custom ones would look slightly weird, and like they would look more like custom minifigures, less like Lego ones, which some people would have liked, but you could just buy custom minifigures then. Yeah, the speeder bikes are a nice addition. I do like the bright green one, albeit very eye-catching, and that kind of, the set itself works really well. Like spring-loaded shooters, and then, yeah, works really well. Minifigures are brilliant. So in first, we have Mandalorian Starfighter. Brilliant set. 75316, 544 pieces, Gar Saxon, Bo-Katan, and a Mandalorian Loyalist. £50, $60. But like, look at those minifigures, they're brilliant. Like, the Mandalorian Loyalist actually looks really nice considering he's just like a random throw-in. And the Bo-Katan is really nice as well, as is Gar Saxon. All really good minifigures. The set itself is really nice. I like the colours. One disappointing thing is the middle section doesn't rotate with gravity. You have to rotate that yourself. But yeah, overall, very impressive year for LEGO. Like, most of these sets were brilliant. They all had some good features. I think it is really impressive what LEGO's managed to pull off this year. Do hope you have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.